Alright, you guys have it all set up down there. It's ready to go. All I have to do is pull that trigger back. Again, we have different styles of Coke. We have all the way on the left, Coke, then Diet Coke, and then a caffeine-free. I'm most interested in seeing in this experiment what effect does sugar have on the reaction when I drop the Mentos in there. Notice that they all have the starting same amount of fluid in there. I have the same type of Mento in there. I use mint. I hear that's the best one to use. And then they have the same amount of Mentos in each test tube. So I'm gonna be real quick. I'm gonna go over there, I'm gonna pull the first one, see what happens. Pull the second one, see what happens, and pull the third one. Then we'll come back and we'll actually take a peek at the results on a sheet of paper when we're all said and done. Here we go. Did you guys see that? The last two, the ones with no sugar, really reacted pretty violently. So again, that was Diet Coke in the middle and caffeine-free, but also sugarless on the right. I thought I'd have more time. I almost got soda all over my hand. All right, let's go take a look at the results here in just a second. All right, guys, so here's how I'm gonna do the measuring. This is the Coke and Mentos experiment. I should write this on the top. I want the amount that came out. So what I'm measuring, again, is the amount that came out. I know that's kind of sloppy handwriting, but I'm hoping that you can see that at the top, the amount that came out. And how I'm gonna do that is by taking this, and I'm gonna see how much we started with, which was 500 milliliters. I'm gonna pour the remainder that's left in this bottle into this graduated cylinder. And then basically all I'm gonna do is take the starting amount, which is 500, and subtract the amount that's left. That'll tell me how much actually came out of the bottle during this reaction. So let's go ahead and get started with the Coke. I'll try to do my best to leave the Mentos inside the bottle, so I'm gonna pour really slowly. Alright, that's all of it. So if you take a look, I'm gonna put this nice down on a flat surface. We're at around, this goes in increments, it looks like a 5, so I would say 240. So watch the math again, if you can see this. 500 minus 240. So 500 minus 240 is going to be 260. So for trial one, we got 260 milliliters that came out of the bottle. All right, I'm going to go dump this in the graph real quick, and then I'm going to come back and do Diet Coke and Coke. Alright, let's do Diet Coke next. So this one we said had a much more violent reaction, as you could hopefully tell from that video earlier. So when I measure this one out, it's sitting at 55, 60, 65, 70, so 170. So we're going to, again, do 500 because that was the starting amount for all of these bottles, 500 milliliters, right? Yep, it is. Minus the fact that there's 170 left. 500 minus 170 is going to be 200, oh, 330. Now my board is left. Yep, 330 milliliters actually came out. So much more on the Diet Coke. And the last one would be the caffeine-free one. So one more time when we dump it out. Here's caffeine-free. All right, this one is sitting at, I would say 190. So 500 minus 190 is 310. Okay, so you can hopefully make some conclusions already. I am going to do this a second time, but won't record it just for this, again, fairness. You want to make sure you try more than once for every experiment that you do and pull an average. So I'll give you those numbers here in just a second. And really, that's the end of our experiment. From this point, once you see the average, we can probably go ahead and begin to make our conclusions based off what effect does sugar have during this reaction. Okay, again, Coke. Actually, I'm going to show you labels in the PowerPoint, but in case you're curious. Diet Coke clearly has, it says 0 added sugars, 0%, okay. But the regular Coke says it has 55 added grams of sugar. So, it's a lot, if you think about it, measure out 55 grams of soda. Anyway, so with that said, I'll show you the rest of it in just a little bit, and then we can begin to make our conclusions.